Kevin Maloney of the Trenton Times. Welcome to another installment of the NJPASchoolsports.com Game of the Week. Thanks for taking in part two. In case you missed part one, we highlight the games being played Friday night. That's Barnegat at Northern Burlington and Hopewell Valley at Ocean. But today, Saturday afternoon, we have number 4 Carteret traveling to take on number 1 Lawrence in an NJSIAA Group 3 Central semifinal. The Ramblers have won 6 straight since losing 2 of their first 3 games to start the season. They edged Long Branch 13-3 last week to advance to the semifinal. Carteret has not allowed more than 14 points all season, but if you look at some of their higher offensive outputs, they've come against some bad teams. So it's going to be interesting to see how that matchup works with the offense against the defense for both teams. Last week for Lawrence, Samaya Mitchell scored a pair of touchdowns. Nick Falkenberg threw a pair of touchdowns, one of which went to Mitchell, the other went to Lester Miller, as Lawrence defeated Allentown 21-14 in a great game that was the first ever playoff win in school history for the Cards. Previously 0 for 9, that was a big win for Rob Radis and his coaching staff, many of those guys who've been with him a long time, so congrats to Rob and the coaching staff. Also in action, number 3 Colts Neck will travel to take on number 2 Nottingham. Colts Neck 8-1, Nottingham 7-2. And it should be a great game. Nottingham, of course, at NJSIA, defending Group 3 Central champions, moved up in class this year, garnered the number 2 seed, Colts Neck the number 3 seed. It's a very big, physical Colts Neck team, as always, as they've been the last few years. So Nottingham is going to have to find a way to use their speed to defuse that. Colts Neck cruised past Neptune 35-14 last week. Their only loss of the season, 48-18 to Manalapan, who was a powerhouse in Group 5 Central and is currently undefeated. For Nottingham, they got a kick return from Saquon Hampton, a Rutgers bound Saquon Hampton, to open the ball game. Got a pair of big interceptions from Tevin Williams, of course, the second of which sealed that victory for the North Stars. So, number 4 Carteret at number 1 Lawrence, number 3 Colts Neck at number 2 Nottingham. Should be an awesome day of football for you here in Mercer County. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Kevin Maloney of the Trenton Times, and this is an NJPASchoolsports.com production.